Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Jeebs here. I'm excited to listen for the second time here with you on my twice baked session from Porcupine Tree, Open Car. So let me give you a really quick lead in on one of the joys I experienced when I listened to this first time. I love the engineering. Stephen Wilson always gives me so much ear candy dynamics with the engineering. One of the things I want to bring up really quick is the fact that the first 8 bars of this opens up with a mono signal. It's right here. It's right in your face. Guitar, bass. Then he uses that same pattern in the second half of his first verse and blows it out into stereo. This is this kind of trickery I fully dig as an engineer and a composer and a musician and just somebody who just loves to listen to music and kind of goober out over these kind of dynamics. So I want to thank you guys right now for all the support, like Patreon, checking me out, and Twitch, having a blast, cups of coffee, all of that. Thank you so much. All right, let's do this. This is Porcupine Tree called Open Car. This is my twice baked session. So let's do this. Let me slide it over and all right.
Nothing like this, felt in a kiss, cannot resist her, fell for her charm, lost in her arms, I keep a photograph, give me a glimpse, let me come in, be there inside her, here it begins, here is the sin, something to lie about. You think you're smart, I think you're out, we agree on this, it doesn't work.
There it is, right there.
Like you don't care. We get a room, and in the gloom, she lights a cigarette, clothes on the bed. Love me, she said. I lose myself to her.
Love this pre-chorus.
I'm getting feelings I'm hiding too well. Something broke inside my stomach. I let the pieces lie just where they fell.
That is so Porcupine Tree.
Being with you is hell. Hair blown in an open car. Summer dress slips down her arm. Hair blown in an open car. Okay, what's next after the sex?
What I love about this, I'm going to make a shirt, and it's going to say what I love about this. I mean, I think I say that now in every video. I'm listening to myself and I render this out. I go, man, I say that a lot. Anyhow, what I love about this is the pre-chorus and the chorus is very emotionally tugging, but still has the authentic power and pull to it, but glassy. They have that pad in the pre-chorus and in the chorus. Porcupine Tree introduces this kind of padded arrangement, kind of sounds like strings, but it's not, it's a keyboard. And obviously the melody gets more wide open, it gets really laid back. Then they give us a little bit of the people's elbow with the guitar and the power for the hook. But what's significant to me about that is that it gives us enough time to kind of move away slightly from that insanely sick riff. And I'm not talking about where the singing is. I'm talking about the musical riff in between the splits in the verse is absolutely, purely riff classic. In a world where riff is just almost everything, we're over riff salad, all the jokes about riffing. Still, this is one of the most purest forms of riff that I've heard in a long time. But they give us enough of kind of a break with the pre-chorus and the chorus and stretching us out and getting us kind of into that kind of ethereal or ambient kind of vibe in this prog rock style, Porcupine Tree. And then they come right back in with that kind of tempo jerking thing that they do best. Let me go back a little bit. I'm going to go back into the chorus and get us back into this kind of solid.
Okay, what's next after the sex? What do we do now? Finding the time, drawing the line, and never crossing it. Gave her the hours, gave her the power, cannot erase her. Gave her the truth, gave her the proof. I gave her everything.
classic Porcupine Tree vocals and harmonies. So sick. Okay, so a really beautiful section is about to pop off, and it's just insane. But why? I'm going to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll let us get into that. I'll take us back into the hook. The vocal arrangements are always extraordinary with Steven Wilson and stuff, and it glows back to more authentic 70s style prog rock music, where it seems where influence, where that pull comes from. Rhythmically, I know a lot of people, I read a lot of people when they say that a balance sounds like this, or this sounds like that, or that sounds like this. At the end of the day, Porcupine Tree, Steven Wilson is of what I would consider very much removed, for me at least, as far as comparing them to a band, because of all the other elements they have in play. Can we always say, well, this sounds a little like this and a little like that? Of course we can, any band. But purely the rhythmical approach of what it is that Porcupine Tree does set itself off just different than what I would consider all the rest. I don't know if I made sense with that, or if you agree with me or not. Let me know in the comments, obviously. But I love, he flexes also his arrangement powers in his background vocals. There's a couple times where he has call and answer background vocals. I think it happens in the pre-choruses, I think, if I'm correct. But then even the vocal arrangement in this last chorus starts off where he's got a small little linear stack of harmonies that are happening in the first pass of the chorus, or the first da 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 da, first 2 bars, next 2 bars, tacks on another harmony, and then the last 2 bars, 2 to 4 bars, I guess, somewhere like that, the final like tun-ta-da of color with his vocals. But let me go back a little bit so we can get into this next section with all the feels. Big harmony. Nice.
Hair blown in an open car. Summer dress slips down your arm. Hair blown in an open car.
What a great way to end the track. It is so out of the norm, which I don't think there's anything that you can consider the normal Porcupine Tree experience with music. But that introduction of the acoustic guitar and slowing us down and kind of like it's almost the moment of letting the hair go in the wind of an open car, if you would, and just kind of getting glazed and staring back and out, kind of a vibe where you just kind of glass off and it's like, you're coming down or something of that nature, and you're in that glide moment. You know what I'm talking about. The fact that he uses that major chord really catches you off guard there. That's why you saw me go, ooh, because it does. It gives you that kind of that very unique lift and hope, but there's still a little bit of that heaviness that's still there. And that's the magic of making such a production change and an arrangement change, especially jumping all into the acoustic. Pretty much. There was a couple of other little arrangements in there. But I love the song. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to listen to this a few more times before I hit it tonight. Excuse me, before I go to sleep. And I just keep going back into the separation and the ability that this track gave to give us some heavy, gnarly riff, very unique time jive that's going on there, but in that pre-chorus and that chorus, be able to kind of crack us wide open, just like a chest plate going, and you just kind of glide to bring us back into the heaviness of the rhythmical stuff, and then with the vocal harmonies and everything that stack up into their final chorus, and then into this guitar ending is to me the quintessential journey that I do expect from Porcupine Tree and Steven Wilson. So anyhow, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. You guys have an unreal weekend. I'm going to try to have an unreal weekend. Well, it will be. Just, I don't know. I have nothing planned this weekend. I'm just going to veg. Vegging is a good thing. If you're still here, type in, I'm still here. All right, guys, take care. All right.